Hi, my name is Casey Elliott, and this is my impromptu speeches for COM 231. The first question is, there's a winter storm coming. What are you going to the store for? So for me personally, I want to make sure that I have my essentials. So for me, that would be sun drop. Can't live without it. Things that I know my kids enjoy and like. The only bad thing is if we lost power, I have no clue what my son would eat. He has sensory texture issues, and he only eats like 4 different types of foods. So I guess that he would live off of cereal and Pop-Tarts. So as long as I had the necessaries and I know that my kids would eat some snack foods and coffee, then we're good to go. Overrated or underrated? This is one that the first thing that popped in my head is I just always go to music because it's my all-time favorite thing. So I think that Eric Church is overrated. Luke Bryan, overrated. They're not that great. I don't know why everybody loves them so much. I actually seen Eric Church in concert a couple years ago because he was on tour with a rock band that I really like called Hailstorm, and I went, and it was the most boring show I've ever been to in my life. So definitely overrated. Hobbies. As I've said many times throughout this semester, I love music. I go to concerts a lot. I'm actually going to one this coming Wednesday to see a band called the 1975. It's not my usual, but my best friend wanted me to go with her, so I'm going to go. I also like to read books. I like murder mysteries, whodunits, thrillers. I also like science fiction, fantasy novels, whether it's like dystopian, werewolves, vampires, aliens, any of that stuff. So does pineapple belong on pizza? Heck no. Moving on. Something I can never be interested in. So thinking about or talking about previously about books, a lot of my friends like romance novels such as Nicholas Sparks, and I have tried and I just can never get into them. They're just not my cup of tea. I can occasionally watch a Nicholas Sparks movie, but I just feel like the books are just the same old, and I just don't enjoy them. So that's definitely something I could never be interested in. Another thing would be country concerts. I really do. I like older country, like Alan Jackson or George Strait or Hank Williams, stuff like that. But this newer stuff, it's just got to go. The time period that I would most like to live in. So the first thing that always pops into my mind would be like Renaissance, medieval type thing. I love that time period. I love movies set in those times, books, shows. The second time period that pops into my head is the 80s. Although I was born in 89, I think it would be pretty cool to actually be a teenager or late teens, early 20s in the 80s, just because I feel like rock and roll music was really like taken off in the 80s with all the hair bands, and I love the style and I love the music, and it just seems like it would have been a cool time to live. So that's it.